Hi guys, I'm just jumping on because I'm about to make some Baileys and I thought you might like to make it with me. We are making a lot of our Christmas gifts this year, and one of the things that we are making for our families is some Baileys. Now Baileys can be quite expensive. I think full price, a litre of Baileys is about £24. I think at the moment in Tesco, Baileys is about £14 per litre, but we thought that homemade Baileys would be a nice personal touch. So for this homemade Baileys recipe, you are going to need some double cream. This one's just from Tesco. It was £2.90 for 600ml. We are going to use some sweetened condensed milk. So for 1 litre, you'll need a can of condensed milk and a cup of double cream. We're also going to need a little bit of chocolate sauce. We're going to need a little bit of instant coffee as well. And we're going to need some whiskey. Now, traditionally, it's going to be Irish whiskey. We're using Bushmills. You can use Jameson's. Whatever's on offer pretty much. I'll toss it up at the end how much it costs per litre. So first things first, we need a cup of cream. Like I say, this is double cream. I think you can use single cream if you, oh my goodness, that is thick. I think you can use single cream if you don't want it to be quite as thick. This makes a really thick, creamy, very decadent Baileys. It's not as runny as regular Baileys is. So maybe single cream if you don't want it to be quite so thick. Single cream will probably be fine as well. Now this will, because of the alcohol content, this will last in the fridge for about 6 weeks. So even though we're a week before Christmas, this will last well beyond Christmas Day. So we've got 1 cup of cream. We are then going to add a full, why am I weighing that? I don't know why I'm weighing that. We're going to add a full tin of condensed milk. And if you're anything like me, you have to leave that little bit left in the tin to eat afterwards. Because what is the point of cooking if you don't get the benefit of all the little nibbly bits? Okay, next we're going to need 3 tablespoons of chocolate sauce. I honestly don't think it matters which chocolate sauce. I'm just using a cheapy like ice cream chocolate sauce thing. And then we need a teaspoon of instant coffee. Gonna go with a level-ish teaspoon. And a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm just using cheapy vanilla extract. I know it's probably never seen a vanilla pod in its life, but I am too cheap to buy the proper stuff. Well, too cheap, too poor, let's go with that. And then we need a whizzy wazzy woo. Where's my whizzy wazzy woo? That's one end of it. So, whizzy end. Sorted. So that's nicely whizzed up. The last ingredient that we need to add is the whiskey. So like I say, this is an Irish whiskey. We're using Bushmills, and we're going to add 400ml of whiskey. Hopefully it'll fit in that litre jug. It's supposed to make a litre. So we just need to add 400ml of whiskey to our other ingredients and give it a quick whiz. And then we're done. So it takes a little bit of juggling because you need to add the whiskey a little bit at a time. This jug is not the best pourer. And the other jug doesn't stay still. Oh my goodness. Oh, it smells good. Oh, it's so nice. That was messier than I anticipated. It is stirred in. We need to try it, obviously. Well, it smells good. Oh, and it tastes good. Oh, I kind of hope it doesn't fit into the bottle, so I've got some left over. Oh, nice. So the last thing we need to do is to decant it into our bottles. Now, bottles can be expensive. If you've ever looked at gifting homemade stuff at Christmas time, buying the bottles can be really expensive, or the jars if you've looked at making like preserves or sauces or anything. I saw some of the Kilner bottles, flip top bottles, for anywhere between £3–4 each for a small bottle, but I found a slightly more budget option. I will always buy something that has something in that I want anyway, and then I'll use the bottle for the gift. So these bottles here are actually from Aldi. They're their sauce bottles. They have things like satay sauce, hoisin, teriyaki. I think they're £1.29 per bottle, which is much cheaper than buying new bottles. We would have been buying those sauces over the course of the next few months anyway, and this way, in my mind, I don't know if it's a girl math thing, but in my mind, the bottles were technically free. So that makes me really happy. So we're going to get 4 bottles out of this. So that's given us 4 good sized bottles of Baileys to gift. They're 250ml each, which is going to give a good few portions, a good few drinks per bottle. All we're going to do is put a ribbon on them and then put a little label on saying what they are. They will store in the fridge for about 6 weeks. That is, of course, assuming that they last 6 weeks. I doubt they will. I reckon they're going to be gone on the day that they are received. But that is homemade Baileys, guys. It's really quick, really simple. I'll put on the screen how much this has cost us per bottle. And yeah, it's a nice, cheap, easy, delicious gift to make for people if you're looking to make gifts this year. Have a great day, guys. I'll catch you in the next video.